Yep.
Ciao, everybody. I'm back. Welcome to the bianconerizonechannel live show. Today is still Saturday, January 29th, 2022. But now I have two guests with me, so it's not a solo show. We got Alejandro Fansalo as always, and we have bianconerizonechannel member Malik. What's going on, guys?
It's all good.
I'm
All
good.
good?
Bits,
You're
yep.
good too?
I'm good.
I'm back.
Oh.
To the bianconerizonechannel live. Sorry.
Yeah.
I had a little malfunction in my ear.
Somebody had the sound down. That's okay.
Oh, okay. So we got three of us today, and we're gonna discuss what's gonna happen, what happened all day today. I went through it for a bit earlier today, but we're gonna get these two's thoughts on the situation. And firstly, I'll ask you: does the current rumors today excite you at all? We'll go first with Alex. I see you first, and then Malik second.
Yeah, because I said I don't believe Bentancur is leaving, and now the rumors are he and Kulusevski are leaving, which is kind of unbelievable, especially if you hear the money that's is gonna be paid, almost 65 if it's happening, which is a lot of money. For players, Bentancur is used a lot, but Kulusevski is now being used. Allegri doesn't like him, and Bentancur never developed into the player we expected, to be honest. Hoped. But when he first came in, I was impressed. I'm not impressed, but I was like, okay, I think we made a good deal with Boca Juniors. Like, we got a decent player out of it, but it got worse, and at times it looks so clumsy when you see him play. And then at times he does good things, but overall he's super inconsistent, and it's just not good enough. So if they want to pay close to 30 mil for him, that's insane. Because remember, I think 2 months ago, maybe, we said like there's no offer for Rabiot or Bentancur ever, and now there are like two offers, and they're pushing for it. So I think, they need to make the club. They need to make this happen. Even like you cannot not do this deal if there's like €5 million difference. Like, you need to do it. This is your opportunity now to get rid of him, basically, because that's what the club is trying to do. So
So you're more pro Bentancur out.
Yeah, I want him out.
Okay. Malik, you go.
Aren't we all pro Bentancur out? I mean, like Paratici, the GOAT, helping us out. Imagine if someone told me we're getting around 50 to 60 million for both Bentancur and Kulusevski, I would have taken it any day of the week. Plus, bringing in Vlahovic and Zakaria, hopefully, is a massive upgrade.
Yeah. And 50, getting the 50, that's like the minimum. Like, we're talking closer to 60, 65 here.
With the bonuses and that.
Yeah, exactly. So like that like you said, that's good. That's good business for Arriva Bene, not from Paratici. But who cares now? It's not our problem.
Exactly.
I got something to tell you or ask you guys. Who do you think's played more this season in terms of minutes on the field? Chiesa or Kulusevski?
Oh, that's a difficult. Wait, I think it's Chiesa still.
You think it's Chiesa? What do you think, Malik?
Didn't Kulusevski have like 5 starts or something like that?
He started a few games.
Kulusevski has started 5 games out of 20 that he's played in.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's played 758 minutes.
Oof.
And Chiesa's played 867 minutes.
Okay, so I was right.
Yeah, and Chiesa's been hurt for a long period of time. Once in November, and now he's torn his ACL.
Yeah, like he needs to. Like, he doesn't rate him at all. But it's the same for Arthur, basically. Like, he's staying now because nobody's paying what he maybe not his word, but what we need to get to not make a loss. And his wages, it was a bad deal to do. Not player wise, but money wise, it was a bad deal, valuation wise. So he's staying. So you need to get, how do I say, the next one up. You need to get him out. In terms of Allegri doesn't rate that player, like in an ideal world, like Ramsey and Rabiot would be leaving sooner or before those players, but It's not
It
an
is what it is.
ideal. Yeah, like.
And this is again this morning when I did the live show, I stressed that Kulusevski is not considered deadwood, and I don't think Arthur Melo is deadwood either.
No.
They're good players. They're just not what our coach needs, and the coach is going to be here for 4 years. So I'll ask you guys both another question.
Yeah.
Who's played more minutes, Chiellini or Kulusevski?
It's gonna. I think it's gonna be Chiellini.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, just because I asked that, right?
No, I think he started more games than Kulusevski.
That's a question, you know.
Yeah. Chiellini's played 869 minutes, and Kulusevski's still with the 758.
Yeah, we talked about it when we had all those injuries, remember?
Yep.
He never played, and when he played, he needed to man mark Brozovic like the first time, or not the first time. I think it was the second time he started.
The Super Cup game, but the game before against Udinese, he sucked.
Yeah, but also the first game away to Inter in the Serie A when he was just running after Brozovic for 90 minutes, or not 90 minutes, I think 75 minutes or something.
Yeah, until he got taken off.
He doesn't rate him. And again, I think if one deal is not going to happen, it's Bentancur. Because Conte rates Kulusevski. He wanted him at Inter. Paratici rates him very highly. I think it's just not being, not announced, but like not a tweet like, here we go, Kulusevski, because they're trying to figure out a package deal for both of them. Yeah. I think that's why, but someone is going to leave. I think that's pretty obvious. I believe.
Okay. Now, earlier you also mentioned that it doesn't have to be Kulusevski and Bentancur for Zakaria to come in, but does it have to be absolutely Bentancur out, Zakaria in? Like, it can't be Kulusevski out and Zakaria in?
Maybe not, but I'm shocked there are 2 offers for Bentancur. So I think if you miss this boat in the summer, who's gonna come in? Because this is like desperation period. Yeah, we said it before. Like January is basically like we bought Vlahovic. Like that's not normal. Like normally you get players like Zakaria or Rincon or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
those players. So I think they're kind of desperate, Tottenham, and you need to take advantage of that in terms of you need to figure out something to get this deal done.
For sure.
I would sell Bentancur over Kulusevski if that was the question.
Yeah, it's my long-winded way of saying like, yes, Bentancur over Kulusevski going at this point.
Okay.
What do you think, Malik? I said that.
Oh, okay, you said. Okay.
Yeah. What do you think, Malik?
Because we need new midfielders at the club, and if Zakaria is coming in, then we're going to have less and less space for other midfielders. So the likes of Bentancur and Artur have to leave eventually to accommodate that space, you know?
Yeah, for sure. One player in, one player out.
Exactly.
The current squad composition was crazy to begin with, but now as we move on, and we move on more and more into the transfer into Arriva Bene's reign, you can already tell that the squad composition itself is changing.
Yeah.
We're going for bigger, stronger players, Allegri players.
Yeah.
And we're moving away from like, I'm not gonna say skinnier, like less like, but Kulusevski's leaving and he was a gazelle. Let's be honest here.
No, yeah.
So you can see that a transition's already starting to happen. I know we're selling Bentancur, but he's just not good enough. So with these absolute monsters coming in, what do you expect to happen in the future?
I think we're going towards a narrower formation. You know, remember Allegri in his first season used to play a 4-3-1-2?
Yep, that's what. Yep.
Because we're running short on wingers, aren't we? Chiesa's injured, Kulusevski's on his way out.
Yep.
Our only realistic wingers now are Bernardeschi and Cuadrado, who's a right back nowadays even. Unless Allegri has a plan on playing Ake and Sule more, which I severely doubt. I think we're headed towards that narrow formation.
Yeah, I totally agree. Marley Ake did score a goal today.
Yeah, he did.
Against Farsali Pato or something, Salo, whoever the heck that is. So good for him. Ollie, what do you think?
What was the question?
Basically the transition of squad composition.
Okay. Yeah, I think that was obvious. Like we said it many times. Like the squad, like no matter who was a coach, like the squad composition was weird. Like and somebody made a good point. I don't know who that was on Twitter, but he tweeted out like Paratici is a great scout, but like he takes players based on, oh, he's actually good or talented, but like squad wise it doesn't really make sense. Like it's like he never consulted the manager and said, do you need him, or like something like that. I think it's obvious. Even 2 months ago when the report came out saying that Allegri is very disappointed in Bentancur because he did not make enough progression. Like these reports never came out about Allegri thinking that about a player. So at that point I thought, yeah, it's kind of done. He's gonna trying to move him on. Again, he's here for 4 years. If you like it or not, like that's up to you. But the club is not gonna sack him. And at that point, you need to, I don't want to say give him the keys, but like you need to help him as much as possible in terms of the profiles he wants. Otherwise, like we're going into the same route basically as Sarri, Pirlo. You get a manager in, it doesn't work, you sack him. The next manager comes in, he needs to work with the previous players. He wants his own players. Like it's a mess. So you need to back again, not with Sal type of players. I think that's positive. Like we were linked with Sal, like not say done deal, but like he's the guy. Remember? I think it was in October.
Yep.
And then the reports came out saying River Ben is not doing that, considering his age and wage injury he just got. So I think that's positive.
Yep. And going off your thing about how coaches need to have their players, early, like when we started the channel on the last day, even in the last days of the transfer window in August, we were saying that there needs to be cohesion between the top all the way down to Allegri and what he wants. It seems to me like this is now starting to happen, at least.
Yeah.
Like again, I'm going to say Dusan Vlahovic. Obviously, it's a no-brainer, but it's the prototypical center forward for Max Allegri.
Yeah.
Dennis Zakaria, physical midfielder, can do a job, reliable, fits the prototypical player for Max Allegri. Do you think, I'll start with Malik first, do you think that the board is doing a good job and do you think they're all coming together and doing a good job together assessing these players and who to get?
I think so, because all these deals we're making nowadays make sense. We need a volume goal scorer, big physical striker like Vlahovic. I agree, always like that sort of profile in a striker. We saw like very tough and physical strikers like Tevez, Higuain, as Allegri strikers. So I think that's a good fit, and probably a request by Allegri as well. Zakaria for sure. I'm certain it's a pure Allegri request. I mean, firstly, he's available in the January window, and he's a big physical midfielder. And we were linked to Nandes as well, and Allegri preferred Zakaria over Nandes. I'm sure due to his physicality.
Yeah, Ali, you?
Wait, first, remember when I said like 2 weeks ago, Momlano said that Allegri doesn't like Zakaria, and I said that's weird. Like, why? I didn't understand that. It was weird to understand because like he's not his dream player, but like he has attributes he likes in a player. Maybe some of us don't like, and also what you said when he signed that deal, or in the summer when he was linked to sign for us, Allegri, come back. I think the main standout news that period was that he was getting say in terms of he would have more power in saying, I don't want that player, I need that player, or those players in the squad, they need to go. And I think that's happening a bit because like Kulusevski is rated highly in terms of he's a talented player and he has a lot of potential. I mean, in terms of like a lot of clubs think that because Bayern wanted him in the summer. Like I think if it was like, let's say 2016 and Allegri said after a few months, I don't need Kulusevski, I think the club would have said, yeah, too bad. We paid that amount for him. You're going to need to make it work. And at that time, I think he would have said, yeah, okay, I will make it work. Because that's what he did back then. But I think like we scraped top 4 last season and we are 4 points, 1-4 if Atalanta win their game in hand, off top 4 again. I think the board now understands like it's not gonna work. Like there's a gap now, and we need quality to close that gap or to bridge that gap. We cannot ask Allegri once again to bring us to the top with players he doesn't like or who are just not performing for many years now, like Bentancur.
And that's, I think, it was never happening, but that's the most obvious way to be successful if everyone's on the same page.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like before, how you said in 2016, if you didn't like a player, well, too bad he's having him. Well, now that's not how it works. That's not how a functioning company or anything works. Everyone's got to be on the same page. Everyone has to have at least similar ideas of how to win, because that's the main thing. Who cares if we play nice? You win the game. Win the game as best as you can. If you want to shithouse your way to a 1-0, do it.
I agree.
Just make sure you get the job done.
Yeah.
So let's transition a little bit back to the market here. Romeo Gresti came on and said stuff about Matthias de Ligt, and obviously it's going to shock some Juventini, but at the same time, you should be ready for it. It could happen. He could leave.
Yeah.
He also.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, okay. He also said so because I rewatched it, but not completely. He was asked about Pogba, just to put that out there, and he said, "I will answer like Morata did with Dybala, basically. Like these are opportunities, and you would be kind of not crazy, but like you should try, or you need to keep an eye on it." And then he was asked about, "Are you saying that because you know something?" And he was laughing. He said, "Let's talk about Zakaria for now." And 2 days ago or 3 days ago, we said keep an eye on the goalpoint.com website. Again, I'm not saying he's coming, but like he's making he's teasing it a bit. Like it would be weird for him to tease it and then he comes out saying he's joining PSG or something. Maybe he's coming out saying we are in the race or we are in the running.
Yeah, and like I think Agresti also said we should be expecting a Vlahovic type signing in the midfield during the summer. So we'll see.
We'll see. Now
that's linked to the Ligt.
Obviously,
that's why I said that.
Yeah.
Sorry, say that again.
No, I brought that up because you asked about the Ligt, and I think that's linked. Like if he actually would come, I think is in a kind of agreement with the club that they would say, we let the Ligt go for less on the clause or something. I don't know.
Oh, so that's an agreement with Mino Raiola in terms of Pogba and Raiola or de Ligt out.
We have done that many times, but not for those high-profile players.
This comes back to what I said months ago. Would you take striker A plus Pogba and you lose de Ligt? How funny how it's all coming together, eh?
I would still keep the Ligt, but that's
of course you would. Malik, what would you do?
Thing is,
so we have the striker now. We have Dusan Vlahovic. It's not Haaland, but it's Vlahovic, and you get Pogba, but you lose de Ligt.
No, I'd keep de Ligt.
You keep de Ligt too?
Yeah.
Fair enough. I think I would still do Pogba plus striker A or B.
Yeah.
You need goals, and we've seen at least enough that de Ligt, when he's not in the lineup, they could still do a decent job defensively.
Okay. Yeah.
For a few.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it, but we still need another center back to come in then. We're still going to need someone to come in.
That's my big fear. Like, I don't see any good center backs out there who are coming in and perform on the high level, because let's be honest, okay, with the pandemic, you can test positive. That aside, we know Bonucci and Chiellini, and Bonucci is like 35.
Yep.
So they cannot play week in, week out. Like, so the defender who's maybe he's going to replace de Ligt, he needs to be ready-made. Like, he needs to come in and he needs to perform at a very high level, because it's very possible that he needs to play Inter on Sunday, Bayern away on Wednesday, and Atalanta away on Saturday again. Like,
for sure. So like you said, he's probably got to be under 25. He's probably going to have to be some European experience, and like you said again, he's got to be ready to go.
Yeah, and again, Pogba's 29, and he's kind of not injury prone. He's picking up a lot of injuries the last 2 years, and he's out for long. Like, he's not missing one game; he's like missing 6, 7. Like, it's kind of scary. So that's why, like, if it was 3 years ago, I was like, yeah, but now I think it's done. We need to move on. And if Hanin said if the Ligt wants to leave, he wants to leave. That's all right. Like, you cannot stop him. But I think he wants to stay. I still think he wants to stay. It's just, can we offer him a new deal because he's on big money already? That's
okay. So let's dive further into that for a sec. There's a lot of hypotheticals here. Does Pogba come only if the Ligt leaves?
Oh, wait. I don't think Pogba's coming at all.
No. I'm just saying, would Pogba only come if the Ligt leaves? It's like that.
Probably,
do you think
because
is the way?
Definitely, because the Ligt is on a really, really, really high wage, and if the Ligt were to leave, we'd get a ridiculous amount of money for him. So that's the only way we could facilitate a Pogba return.
So basically, the only way that the only way that we get this numero uno center midfielder to come in is if the Ligt leaves.
I don't know. It depends.
Depends, but like because there are so many factors that go into this, but there's
so many ifs, ands, or buts for sure.
Yeah, but the possibility is there. That's for certain.
Yeah.
Like, I prefer to keep the Ligt instead of buying, again, like those names out there, De Jong and just name it. I prefer to keep the Ligt and get a player who's now out of our reach, but like Guimaraes, where you need to spend 40 mil. You know what I mean? I'd rather do that.
Not the booster midfielder that like Malik said, or Vlahovic of our strike. But we need a guy like that.
If Bonucci and Kean were like 32, I was like, okay, like he wants, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
we can do it, but it's not that situation, and we're linked with Rudiger. That's not happening. He's asking more than the Ligt, so and he's not worth that money. I keep saying that. And then who's out there? It's Romagnoli. Like, that scares the out of me, because they're not very good players.
I heard Bremer from Torino as well.
Who? Oh,
Bremer. Yeah. Like those. Yeah, those names are not it. I like.
He's not like nobody's.
People are gonna keep saying that.
Yeah.
But he's had one good season. Like, it's not even that great. Like, he's been good for Torino.
Yeah.
It's not like an outstanding season.
It's always gonna be a downgrade to the Ligt, the next one. And
for sure,
most likely a big downgrade. So it's not the player's fault who's coming in. It's just the standard is high. So
yeah, like the biggest fear is that you know how we're having this gaping hole in the midfield, and it's the biggest of our problems. I feel like I'm worried, like, if we sort that out with Zakaria and like with a top midfielder in the summer as well, that problem would spread into the defense when the Ligt eventually leaves at some point.
No, for sure. That's what Alejandro's been saying this whole time, like, since he's joined and talked on this live stream. He's been saying, yes, the Ligt leaves, but now, and your midfield gets better, but now you got a massive hole at the back.
Yeah, exactly.
But from what I'm not saying that it's a foregone conclusion that it's just next man up, but you can coach defensive units.
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be the Ligt is the main guy and that you're not getting past him, because you're not getting past him. Like, you're just not, unless he has a really bad day. But on his day, like, no one's getting past the Ligt. We all know that. But if he leaves, you can still have a defensive unit good enough to win you a league, at least minimum. It sucks, but if it can facilitate a proper midfield, then I'm all for it, to be honest.
Okay. That's fair. I don't, but just me.
Nico Shira tweeted about Kulusevski. Do you want me to read it? Oh, so did Romano. Tap-in merchant. Dejan Kulusevski to Tottenham from Juventus on loan with option to buy, which becomes an obligation to buy upon reaching certain conditions. It's at the final stages for 30 mil. He's going to get a contract for 3 mil a year.
Did they give it the here we go?
And
Romano did not.
Kulusevski away from Juventus on loan with option to buy, which become obligation. And also, he then tweeted out they will pay a €5 million loan fee.
Okay.
That's kind of scary that that's breaking first and not linked to Bentancur, because I thought it was a package. So that's kind of...
All right, so Dejan's gone.
Yeah. That looks certain to me.
The buy clause could be linked to Champions League next season and number of appearances. Value now discussed. Juve won 40 mil, says Romano. Next season, that's Tottenham. Yeah, so that's not happening. Let's hope Conte plays him and he gets appearances because Tottenham are not getting into the top 4 unless Manu massively messes up in the summer.
So the Champions League clause would be for next year.
Yeah, he said the buy clause could be linked to Champions League next season.
Next season, yep.
Or is that now making top 4 and it means?
Okay. So there's the Kulusevski update.
Wait, Sky is
He's
saving.
Gone. He's gone.
Yeah, it's very advanced between Tottenham and Kulusevski. The Spurs are prepared to include an obligation linked to Champions League and appearances. The fee will be around 40 million euros.
And now another update from Nico Schira. Tottenham will pay 5 million for the loan, like you said, and the price will be used to buy Zakaria.
Oh, and Dimarco said Bentancur and Kulusevski one step away from joining Tottenham now.
There you go. It's all happening.
Well, you keep talking. I will read the report.
Yeah. So Malik, initial thoughts, because it's almost 98% happening now.
I'm happy. I want this.
You're good.
Yeah.
Yep. And the money seems to be right in the wheelhouse of where we thought. 35 mil for Kulusevski, 30 plus 5. And we're using that money straight away to get Zakaria. So Zakaria's coming for 5 mil, plus I think bonuses, but we'll see.
That's a steal.
That's a steal for Zakaria. I was talking about that for like 2 hours this morning. I was like, you're getting a 25-year-old midfielder in the prime of his career.
Yeah.
And he's a European. He's played in Euro Cups, played in World Cups, played in Champions League. You can sell him on for like way more.
Dimarco say Tottenham is gonna buy Bentancur, no loan, just buy
outright
for around 30 million euros. And Kulusevski, he said Kulusevski is an option with obligation, a loan with obligation, but it's just an article, so that's kind of weird. Not weird, but like you don't get all the info always. But he said obligation. So
let's just stick on.
We scam Paratici.
Yeah, Paratici, 65 mil our way. Thank you, sir.
Have most of the Vlahovic money back then.
Yep. So Bentancur gone on a full transfer. No loans. He's just gone on a full transfer. Kulusevski's on loan for 5 mil for the rest of the 6 months, plus an obligation. So there's your update there. The totality of both amounts are going to probably equal up to 65 mil, and Juventus will end up buying Dennis Zakaria from Mönchengladbach for 5 million plus probably bonuses. So in the end, Kulusevski out, Bentancur out, Vlahovic in, Zakaria in.
The upgrade is just ridiculous.
That is a massive upgrade, not to mention that it's all been done in 6 days.
Yeah.
Like 6 days.
I think usually you'd expect something like this in a summer window.
Yeah.
Let alone the last
like a month, not 6 days.
You know?
Yep. So there you go. I hope I can't really see the chat because it's flying out, but there's your news for now. Yeah, Syed, so Zakaria's in.
Yeah.
Zakaria's in. And now we can talk about how he's gonna. I'm 99% sure he's coming.
Yeah.
If they're gone, then.
Yeah. So now we can talk about how he's gonna fit in. It's pretty obvious. He's gonna sit in front of our defense. He's gonna allow Locatelli to push forward.
Let's hope so, please.
Yeah, let's hope so is right because we never know. And like you said, Malik, we'll go back to your 4-3-1-2 proposition. That's what I had on this morning on my little chart or my formation board. I had that as the most likely scenario with McKennie as the advanced midfielder.
Yeah.
And then we got Dybala, Dusan up front.
Mm-hmm.
So crazy stuff. Who would have thought that Juventus would be going through all this news? Oh yeah, Ale, go.
No, because I saw someone is asking Nandas. Well, that's not happening. And wait, I'm not gonna read that name because maybe I cannot read them.
Graham Gadion.
Graham, yeah, I cannot see it because something. Zakaria deal done. Yeah, like Romeo tweeted out soon, like 6-7 hours ago. Like he does not do that usually. Like he knew probably it's done, it's gonna happen. It's just between Tottenham, which is a few bonuses or something, like I think. And then he went on Twitch saying the moment those players are gone, he will come because Zakaria he wants to join. Like he's how do you want to say it? Being impatient at
Kean?
the moment.
Yeah, he's keen.
Like he wants to come because he also said like a few weeks back he was not sure about leaving Gladbach. He was waiting until the summer, but now he changed his mind and he wants to come. Maybe, I don't know. Barca pulled out of the race. Bayern were in the race, but maybe, I don't know. Maybe he saw Vlahovic. He got told you're gonna play because we're moving on players, and he said, "Yeah, I'm doing it now." I don't know.
Yeah.
And someone is asking, "Is Arthur starting?" I doubt that.
Yeah, you kind of removed one. You moved one non-Allegri player, and you got in a guy that he probably wants. So Arthur just went down the pecking order even more.
Yeah.
Or unless he just stayed, because Ramsey's irrelevant. So the four main midfielders are in the squad. It's McKennie, Locatelli, Zakaria now, and Rabiot. And then I'd say Arthur Melo's underneath Rabiot. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think so.
Not in terms of quality and technique, but like in terms of the ability to play Allegri way.
Yeah, I agree with that order. Allegri just doesn't like Arthur. Let's face it.
Yeah.
As much as Locatelli, Zakaria, Arthur, midfield three sounds fun. I doubt that's happening. Allegri just doesn't like him.
Sorry, say that again.
As much as we'd like to see like a Locatelli, Zakaria and Arthur midfield three, because it sounds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that sounds really exciting.
Yeah, it does, but it's never gonna.
It's not happening. At least I don't think so, because Allegri really doesn't rate Arthur. It seems.
Yeah.
It's eventually gonna move, whether it be this summer, like next summer. It's bound to happen.
We Ali and I spoke about it. Arthur Melo could definitely play against Salernitana and like those lower end table teams.
Oh,
like he could definitely play against those guys and dictate play.
I will ask you this now because you brought that up. If he plays with Locatelli and Zakaria, is that a problem if you play Inter or Napoli?
Is that a problem?
Yeah, in terms of he cannot do that because we no.
What do you mean? Like Arthur plays against them?
Yeah, but just
with those two playing.
Yeah. Wait. So that statement from he can only play against Salernitana is basically based on what Allegri does. Like he plays them only against those teams basically. So that's why we're saying it. But like if he has Zakaria and Locatelli, can he sit? Do you think Allegri trusts Zakaria to not let Arthur just stay there on his own? You know what I mean? Because that's basically the problem.
It would have to be a fluid situation. Like Arthur would have to, in attack, you'd have to play more advanced than Zakaria, but in defense, like go away. Sorry, I said that wrong. Zakaria would have to like get out of Arthur's way to collect the ball in attack.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. I was just asking.
and then reverse. Yeah.
Because I think McKennie is gonna play.
Oh, for sure.
I think he's not gonna play. Because I saw a lot of lineups today, which is fine. Like nobody knows. Like for all we know, on Sunday, he plays a 4-4-2 with Rabiot on the left because Locatelli is injured, suspended. Like we can play 4-4-2 and nobody would be shocked. We will all be pissed, but nobody would be shocked. But like if he changes it to what we think he might do, I think McKennie is one of the first on the how you say that, on the sheet.
He's on fire at the moment.
Yeah.
Also, I'd like to point out from DiMarzio that Nanda's the track is still alive.
What?
It could be an exchange with Cagliari for Kyle George.
That makes no sense.
It's a weird one, but yeah.
The more the merrier, I guess.
Another midfielder, another utility player, because that's what he could be.
Wing and as a right back, so I guess that helps.
And Kyle George was he's played, I think, 114 Serie A minutes.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't think that's happening.
Yeah. Plus, with Vlahovic is not gonna play since Morata is gonna be second.
Yeah.
Kean is gonna
exactly.
be choice, so,
if if Morata's gonna stay, then Kulusevski, then Kaio George, he needs to leave. Like he needs to play.
Yeah.
Also, guys, like the videos. 100 people in. Thanks. Please like the video. Also, go on the Twitter account. We are giving away a Vlahovic jersey. It's a pinned message on the Twitter account, so you can win a Vlahovic jersey. So yeah, that's it.
Maybe a Zakaria jersey if you want.
Yeah, I'm not giving away that.
A DZ what? 28? What's he gonna be?
You have a Kulusevski jersey. You can give that away.
I saw tweet DZ28.
I know. I'm an idiot. I have a Kulusevski jersey, a Ramsey jersey. I'm done.
Bentancur, maybe.
Stop buying jerseys, Julian.
I gotta stop buying jerseys. I have a Ligt jersey, so he's the next one out, apparently.
He's the only exception, I suppose.
Maybe buy a Rabiot jersey.
Towards ACL.
Can you buy a Rabiot jersey, please?
Yes. I'm gonna buy a Rabiot jersey.
And the Sandro jersey as well.
Yeah, I'll buy those jerseys next.
I think if you buy that, you will get a message on Juve store asking, "Are you sure?" or something like
that. Yeah, the process to recheck.
Out of stock, not printed yet.
That's hilarious. Too funny. So Nico Shira also again tweeted agreement in principle between Tottenham and Bentancur for a contract until 2026, $3.5 million per year. So like you said, that's only like $1 million more than he's getting here, right?
He gets 2.8 with us.
So he's getting a 700,000 euro raise per year.
Yeah, that's nice. Like for 4 years, that's
he's gonna be living in London.
2.8 mil more. So
yep.
Yeah, he's living in London.
I'll go find him.
I think he's actually going to do well if Conte just asks him to not do too much on the ball. I think he will be perfect. I'm kind of scared about him getting some cards in there, but still.
Yeah, for sure. And now the Boca Juniors clause. We don't know the actual figure yet in totality for Bentancur, but it is 20 more, like more than 20 million euros. So we're definitely getting more than 13 million euros going to us.
Yeah.
So that's a bit better than yesterday when it was just 20 million from Aston Villa. So that's good news.
Yeah, now it's around 25 with bonus or something. Like,
yeah,
I think the most important it's a permanent. It's a permanent deal. Yeah. I think that's key. And I think Kulusevski's it's a loan with an option, but I think it's gonna be an easy. If you know what I mean, I think it will get reached because if you make that type of not investment, but the money you want to put in a loan and stuff, I think it's gonna be an obligation very soon, as it should be. Because Allegri is going to stay here for 4 years. On Hollyphone is saying what happened with Ndombele. He's not doing well at Tottenham. He isn't.
They want to get rid of him as well.
It's like a Lyon curse.
Yep. So Romano just tweeted about Spurs are still confident to find a solution for Ndombele and Ali. So there you go. Basically, what we can assume is Kulusevski, Bentancur, and Kaio George are out.
Yeah.
And then maybe this Nandes thing happens, but I doubt it.
Nah.
Yeah,
that would be weird.
Because now you're gonna have 3.5 right backs. You got Danilo, Cuadrado, Nandes, and De Chilio. What's the point of that?
I don't know.
And then if Nandes is the guy, is he a sixth midfielder? That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Favorite Kulusevski and Bentancur memories in honor of them leaving.
Sorry, say that again?
Well, what are your guys' favorite Kulusevski and
Bentancur? Kulusevski, I got good memories of Kulusevski. Coppa Italia final, man.
Goal against Atalanta for me.
Yeah. Coppa Italia final, that just everything he did.
Yeah.
Goal, assist, beautiful game. He was very good.
Yeah.
You know what it is?
Bentancur, bad memory.
Yeah, we have seen
the season with Sarri. He was alright, so
I would say we have seen a lot of Bentancur, and not a lot of Kulusevski in terms of longevity, like years at the club. So I think if somebody, they both need to leave. Period. Because Allegri doesn't rate Kulusevski. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Like if I could rate, like I like Arthur. Like I think he's a good player, but if he's gonna sit on the bench for let's say 70%, 65% of the season, then it's a very expensive bench player. Very expensive.
That's a waste.
That's the problem, and it's gonna be a problem in the summer, I think, to move him unless Paratici wants him, or Arsenal actually comes in and buy him because they want Guimaraes. He's gone. So there's not. Yeah, there are still options out there, but let's see.
I heard a late rumor: Man United was trying to get Arthur Melo, and I laughed.
Yeah,
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, yeah.
But now you can't. Now you can't let him go because now we need bodies still.
Yeah.
So it's all kicking off again on the show. Great. Good stuff for the Bianconeri Zone. Don't forget to like the video. I don't know how many likes we got. I can't even tell.
56.
Oh, we need more than that. We just broke you like 3 new live things. Come on. Get more than that. Subscribe to the channel. Ali already said. Look at the Twitter account on Bianconeri Zone. For the jersey, you have to subscribe, tweet, and tag someone. I forget the rules. And let's talk about this for a second, because all summer it took 2 months, 60+ days to sign Manuel Locatelli.
50 meetings, several postponed meetings.
It took 6 days to sign Vlahovic, Zakaria, and sell 3 players. What the hell?
Yeah, honestly, just insane.
I think we're doing a lot of our summer business now, which is fine. It's okay.
Yeah.
Like it's what it is. Like if you get them in earlier and they can actually help you making top 4, that's great. I think the players you're getting out now, besides Ramsey, I think that's already positive news, because we always talked about who's gonna buy these players. Yeah. We're kind of worried about it. Like who's gonna buy Bentancur, maybe Kulusevski, Rabiot, all those players, Arthur. Now we know there's interest. Some of them are going out, so that's good news. But I think
there's still 2 or 3 big names that need to leave though.
Rabiot.
Like desperately.
Oh yeah,
it's Rabiot, it's Sandro, and it's Ramsey.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if Ramsey doesn't leave in the summer, it's unbelievable.
Not joke if he doesn't leave. It's just taking the piss, really.
Yeah, the one thing we actually thought was 100% happening didn't happen.
Yeah.
It was the Ramsey departure, and it never happened. And all this other stuff happened. It's crazy.
Like if you told me, remember? Yeah, like if you told me last week, let's say last Wednesday, before the Dusan Vlahovic first article came out. So let's say last Wednesday, if you told me Ramsey's gonna say we're signing Zakaria, Vlahovic, Kulusevski, and Bentancur are leaving, and we're going to get 70 mil for them, I would have pulled you off the show. That would be like nobody could predict this, because again we basically moved our transfer from the summers to now. Maybe not all of them, but a big portion of it, which is good.
Yeah. And now I'll ask you, what does summer look like now?
Getting rid of more players, because that's what Romeo said 2 days ago. They want to get rid of Ramsey, Rabiot. Like these players need to get out. I think the club will push that now. And again, maybe the Ligt leaves. I think the next step is will Cuadrado will sign a new deal. Will Dybala sign a new deal? Bernardeschi, because Kulusevski is now gone. Are they gonna keep Bernardeschi? De Chilio, is he gonna get a new deal? Perrin, I don't know, maybe the club is like, if Perrin wants to say, maybe the club is like, yeah, second goalkeeper, we keep him instead of worrying about getting a new second goalkeeper. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Malik, what do you think?
Yeah, as Alejandro said, I think what we're going to do in the summer is going to heavily rely on the renewals from here on out, and getting rid of players like Ramsey, maybe Rabiot. And we'll see if should be expecting that Vlahovic signing in the midfield.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
It's crazy time.
Yeah.
But the next step for me personally is I want to see what happens during that board meeting.
Yeah.
Because I want to see what's presented, and I want to see the outtakes from it, and I want to see the next step in the, like Ali said, the free agents.
It's an exciting time though. I feel like we're doing something special.
It's exciting, but it also is at the same time, it's kind of like gut-wrenching, because you don't want Ligt to leave and you don't want Dybala to leave, but they may.
Yeah.
Because we might start a completely new project.
I think Dybala's gonna stay.
Yes.
I really believe that. Like, there are no rumors out there that he's signed, not signed with a new deal, that he's moving. Like, you know what I mean? Nothing.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely nothing. No serious source. Like, everything is still pointing towards he's gonna get a deal done. I think we're gonna get a deal done. Like, I truly believe he doesn't want to go. I understand that he's pissed. He should be pissed with the club. He should. Like, he has every right, because it's taking forever. You agreed on something and then you say, let's talk again in 4 months. Like, that's weird. And I understand that he's actually mad. He should be mad. Like, I would be kind of disappointed if he wasn't mad. But I think he actually wants to stay, and that's why I think somehow we will find an agreement. Not somehow. I think we will find an agreement. Also, I think he must have seen now, like, we're getting serious again, or like
yeah,
it's changing. Does he really want to leave when he's 28 and start all over again? You know what I mean?
Yeah, he probably wants the Renaissance to come under like his tutelage, because he is the next captain after Chiellini.
Yeah.
So it only makes, like, if I was in this situation and I was offered the 8 mil, I'd say yeah, I'm in.
But it's 8 plus. I think the problem now is it's still 8 plus 2, or maybe a bit less. It's the length of the deal.
Because it's going to be 3 years or something, not 5 or whatever.
Yeah, it's going to be 3 years.
Which is, again, just you can always like renegotiate. Just get the 3 years done. It happens in North American sports all the time.
I know.
Like in hockey, they always want the 8-year deal, whatever, and it ends up being 3, and they renegotiate. Then they get 8 more years.
Maybe it's like 3 plus 1 or something that the club can activate or something. I don't know. I think he's gonna stay. Like Romeo said, because Romeo was very angry on one of his streams. Like, he was. I don't understand why everybody wants him out. I don't understand why the club would think it's a good idea to let him walk for free, and I don't understand why Dybala would think it's a good idea to move now in this stage of his career, to leave a comfort zone, basically. Because that's what it is. Like, the fans love him, most of the fans. I think the contract situation maybe stirred the pot a bit. Like, some turned against him. But in general, he's loved by the fans. So the situation is ideal for him. But yeah.
Now is the chance to play with Dusan Vlahovic.
Yeah, and someone asked, Ramsey's contract expires in June. Yeah, 23, not 22.
Next year. Yeah, next year. Unfortunately.
This continues.
Now lost in all the middle of this is because we were expecting Morata to leave, but now he's stuck here for 6 months, or at least whatever, until May, when the season's over. How is he feeling? What's going on in his head? Like, he knows he has to stay because Kyle George is leaving, and he's one of the top 3 strikers on the team, but he knows he's not starting anymore. I hope he's not starting anymore, but who knows?
I think he's going to start.
Sorry?
I think he's going to start in games with Vlahovic.
Oh, and Dybala's not starting?
And I think in some games it will be all 3 on the pitch, depending on the game at home. I really believe that he's going to give it a go.
See that happening.
But before Malik go, I will say he's pissed. He's very disappointed. Like, and I think he has every right to do so. Like, to be so, because he was told, we need you. We cannot bring in a player on loan. And he said, okay, I accept it. And then boom, you break almost your transfer record to bring in Vlahovic. Like, he's pissed. That's it.
Yeah, and like, he was told he'd be needed until the end of the season, and Allegri counts on him. And next thing you know, we're signing one of the best strikers in the league. So it must feel really, really bad for him. But like, he's on his way out, to be fair.
Yeah.
He might be a bit unsettled, but at the end of the day, I still think Morata really loves the club, and he has a life in Turin, and I still think he'll give what he has left. And plus, in my opinion, I think Morata's a better backup striker.
100%.
He's much better off the bench. He genuinely has a decent impact off the bench. So maybe whenever Vlahovic needs a rest, whenever Dybala needs a rest, he could suffice.
Yeah, 100%. It works for squad rotation. Like, you can rotate them in. But now Kean, like, what's going on with him? Jeez.
Yeah.
He's out.
Also,
not out, but he's down the pecking order.
Morata needs to if he gets opportunity, like he needs to perform because he's playing for his next contract.
His next team. Yeah, that's right.
That's something he needs to understand. And on Kean, Romeo said that for the second time now. But now he how do you say that? Emphasized it even more.
Yeah, emphasizes, amplifies.
Amplifies, yeah. And he said basically that PSG is still very interested and said it's an obligation to buy upon reaching certain, I don't know, conditions. He didn't know which. He said, I have no idea. He looked for it or he asked for it, but no idea. But PSG are still very interested for in the summer. And then, I don't know who reported that. I think it was also Romeo saying, was it Romeo? No, it was Di Marzio saying PSG wanted Kean back now in January, but because he played a few minutes for Everton and for us, he could not do it again. So maybe if Mbappé leaves, they bring in a new striker. Maybe PSG say we need a backup, we want Kean back, and you would say take him.
Yeah.
But then again, you need to replace him once again.
Yeah, exactly. There's another. You still need a backup striker to do stuff. Oh, jeez. No, he's gone. He went to Bayer Leverkusen. Get out of here.
Scamacca for 40.
I'm gonna give you graphics to do the Zakaria coach's corner soon. So I gotta get ready for that. That's gonna be fun. Lots of people are chatting up about Morata and Kean. Who's your ideal backup striker that's cost effective for next year? We'll start with Malik. Actually, we'll start with whoever has an answer.
Me.
Yeah, either one. Whoever has an answer first.
Yeah, you said cost. So
cost effective.
Yeah, I would say Morata, but that's not gonna happen.
Well, Morata would cost 30 mil, right?
Yeah, but he's on 6 and much. He's not sitting on the bench, or the club is not paying a bench. So it's gonna be Kean, I think, because I don't like. There's nothing out. Who's out there? No, nothing. Maybe the club will get Belotti.
I'm not talking about like a top guy. I'm talking like.
I have no idea. Then it's Kean.
I'd like to see Lorenzo Luca from Pisa.
Say that again, Malik. You kind of lagged.
Lorenzo Luca from Pisa is like a.
Okay.
He's going to Torino.
Oh,
Di Marzio reported that they're very close to reaching an agreement. Also, Ricci went to Torino, which is a good pickup for them.
Really, actually, really good.
Torino are putting together a good team with a good coach.
Yeah, Juric is a good coach.
Yes, and if you look at the players they have, okay, Belotti is leaving now, but it's not like he's playing well the last 1.5 years at least. So that's why they are going for Luca.
Well, I was going to Belotti. I was saying I'm happy you mentioned Torino. What about him as a backup?
Yeah, that's what I said. I said it before in Belotti, but yeah, he wants to play. I think he's going to end up Milan because I don't know if Ibra is gonna retire, but is he gonna do another year? I would be surprised if he does another year, Ibra.
Yeah. Milan, who knows? They're both old. Giroud and Ibrahimovic are just dinosaurs. So
yeah, they need a striker. I don't think Belotti. It's not the answer, but like he's free, so
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, guys, like the video. We need goals. Yep. Yeah, we like the video. But we need goals. Somebody say Quagliarella? Oh my god. Probably not.
He needs to stay away from the clubs as far as possible. Can't stand the guy.
The next question I will ask the both of you is, what do we emphasize on getting next?
The left back.
Malik
says left back.
Let me think.
Ali's thinking.
No, midfield.
Okay, Malik, explain yourself.
Sandro, I think that's enough.
That's enough? Okay, fair. Ali.
I agree, but I still think a midfielder.
Midfielder? Okay. Like the dynamic midfielder that we desperately need. Not Zakaria, the dynamic midfielder we desperately need, right?
Oh, you mean without including Zakaria?
Yeah, we've signed Zakaria, so who's next?
Oh, okay.
What do we need next? What do we need to address next?
Yeah, I would still go midfield.
I would too, 100%.
Yeah, and
I've always said this: you can hide left backs and right backs.
Yeah, but I don't know if how long can we hide from Alexandro at this point?
Well, you don't start him. You hide him on the bench. You can hide. You can hide Pellegrini as a left back.
If you can hide the flaws of Alexandro, then damn, you're one of a hell of a coach. And Anin said Muriel, which is a good shout because
Muriel is a good shot.
He wants out. He wants to leave Atalanta, and maybe if the club said you're gonna get a 2-year deal on 3 or something, that's much more than he makes now. Maybe say, yeah, I'll do it as a backup, and I will take it.
Yeah, that's a good name.
I will take it if Atalanta is not asking for too much. Or is he free? No, he's not free. I think he signed 23. I think.
Luis Muriel?
Yeah. Did he sign to 23?
Let's have a look.
Most of his goals come off the bench for Atalanta.
Yeah, he's an impact player.
Yeah.
He reminds me a bit of Douglas Costa, but not to the same degree. But like he's always flashy when he plays. To me.
Yeah. Andrew Finnan saying Sergei Milinkovic-Savic.
I wish. I've been wanting that guy for 4 years now.
Yeah.
Same.
Muriel's contract does end in 2023.
Okay, so yeah. It's not going to be a big deal.
Yeah.
Oh, how old is he? Is he 31?
He's 30. He'll be 31 in April, I believe.
Okay, yeah. So because I saw it flashing by a few days ago because he wants out. Yeah, what will Atalanta ask for him? 5 mil? Like he's not worth
5 mil?
50 mil. He's not worth 50 mil.
His market value right now is 22 million.
Okay, I will take that back. 10, 12. He's not worth 25. Like nobody's paying that. Then he's gonna stay there.
So yeah, I think the most ideal answer is you get a guy that Allegri is gonna absolutely use in midfield. Another one, not Zakaria, like a game breaker. Yeah. Because again, you can re-sign Dybala, and honest to God, you put him as a left back for Allegri, he's not gonna be the craziest guy ever, most adventurous left back, but he'll get the job done. I'll let you vouch for that so many times, and I'm starting to see the light a bit. He'll play crap against Spezia, but he'll play great against the other big teams.
Yeah, that's what you get.
Dybala.
Oh, Dybala, yeah, like it's unbelievable. Like it's actually unbelievable. I remember when he played against Napoli, we were all scared. Yeah. Was it last season under Pirlo?
No, the game where the South Americans play.
And last season, why I say last season? And he pocketed Insigne, but like when you don't expect him, he does unbelievable. And then when he plays Spezia and he plays, I don't know, some Serie B player, he looks like a Serie B player. It's actually crazy. Yeah. But Allegri trusts him. Like when it's going like even in the most difficult situation where everybody's basically scared, like we're missing so many players, he plays them, and he actually, like he said, what did he say? Allegri, I need to find that quote. He said, what did he say? If he had a better mentality or something, if he believed more, he would be an amazing player in his position for many years. Over the past year, he would have been. So he knows something. Yeah. He brought him to the club, so I don't know.
Yeah, they call him Allegri's son after all. So
yeah. Dragan, man, he was like the resident scout during the first live we had. Or when I was on today earlier, he was naming names. I was like, yeah, you're exactly right. He says Yuri Tielemans. And I'm like, yeah, you're absolutely right. That guy is a baller and he does everything. I wish if it's not Milinkovic-Savic, I would like to have that guy at the team. And I've been saying that for a while too.
It's 23, right? For him also?
Yeah, his contract's done next year. So you won't be 80 million, but he also won't be 35 million. He'll be probably around 50, 55.
I think he's going Man U if Pogba leaves.
Oof, that sucks.
I really believe that. I don't know. I just have a feeling that he's going Man U.
He likes the Premier League, eh?
I like him, but he's not my favorite option.
Yeah, for sure.
He isn't. But he's a good player. Like, there's no doubt about that. But
yeah,
it's not my favorite option.
Remember when half our fan base wanted a war?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And everyone wanted him instead of Chiesa, right?
He changed his agent a few days ago.
Would you guys still take him?
War?
No.
Yeah.
I would not want to spend any exorbitant amount of money on him.
Yeah.
Like 20 mil, sure.
Honestly,
At this point,
I want him, but no.
I think at this point, every club should stay away from Lyon players for a while because it's like they're cursed when they leave. Like the only player who came back and was better was De Chilio.
Well, Fekir.
Yeah, but like he's playing Betis Sevilla, like.
Yeah, but he's very good at that on that team.
Yeah, okay, but it's Betis. With all due respect, it's Betis.
Okay, Karim Benzema.
Okay, that's different, but like that's 12 years ago now, no?
Yeah.
Like look up the list from the last years. It's unbelievable. I think Mtiti comes from Lyon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
So does Depay.
Depay. And he did well. Like they all do well at Lyon, which is because they're all talented players. Like if you just name the players, they're all very talented. So it's kind of weird. It's like Atalanta players who leave and they look completely out of place. Most of them.
Yeah.
It's
Yep. All right. I'll give the last question to you, and then we'll both of you, and then we'll kind of wrap it up from there. But unless you guys want to stay, but I have to kind of go. What is your ideal formation now with everything that's happened? So that means Bentancur, Kulusevski out, Vlahovic, Zakaria in. We'll start with Alejandro because he's on top.
Oh wait, you go, Malik. I'm changing something.
Okay, Malik will go.
As I said before, 4-3-1-2. It's the best suited formation for the profile of players we have. If you want to list out the players, I can.
Yeah, sure, if you want.
Yeah, Szczesny, Pellegrini, because no Sandro. Bonucci, De Ligt, Cuadrado, Locatelli, Zakaria, McKennie, and I really want to see this Dybala as the 10, and Vlahovic and Morata up top.
That's a very attacking team.
Yeah.
That's a very attacking team.
It's very Fantacalcio, but like
which is fine.
Yeah.
That would be a fun team. Like in FIFA, if you want to play with them, great. But if we're talking Allegri, do you think he'll play that?
No. He's gonna play McKennie in the Vidal role.
Yeah.
He's gonna play Rabiot.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. And at that point, do we not have enough players for that then? Does Nandes make more sense to bring in at that point if we're going to play with 4 center midfielders?
Maybe, because apart from those 4, without Nandes, it would just be Artur.
Exactly.
And we all mentioned how Allegri doesn't really like Artur. So maybe then, actually, now that you say it, bringing in Nandes does make sense.
Yeah. So maybe the Kyle George for Knight and Nandes swap potentially, whatever the hell they were talking about. Makes a bit more sense.
Yeah, because like we have no wingers. No, well, we do have wingers, but they're 2 wingers or a winger and a half.
And Bernardeschi can play any position according to everybody, so he can just play whatever he needs to play.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What do you think?
What
do you think, and what do you then explain to me what Allegri wants?
I think he's gonna stick with 4 in midfield. I think he's gonna stick with that.
Like
I think
4-4-2 or like what Malik said?
4-4-2. No, I think he's just gonna play Dybala and Vlahovic up top. What I would do is, Szczesny, Pellegrini. I would play Pellegrini because Sandro he's just pissing me off at this point. Like it's not even funny. It was never funny, but like it's just depressing now.
Yeah.
I'll play Chiellini. I'll play De Ligt, Bonucci. I would play Danilo, and I will keep everything Malik said, but I will not play Cuadrado. Maybe that will have more of a shot if you explain that to Allegri.
So Cuadrado doesn't make the starting lineup for you?
No. Also, because the report was Allegri doesn't like him at right back. That was the report at the start of the season. He's not a fan of it. But like he's never gonna do that. So maybe with Danilo in there, he's maybe gonna do that. But I don't think so.
So I have a mishmash of both you guys. I still have the 4-3-1-2. I still have obviously Tech and Net, and then I got I have De Chilio left back, to be honest. And then I got you pick your choice: Chiellini, Bonucci, De Ligt. 2 of those 3 can play center back. I don't really care. And then I have Cuadrado playing right back. Still, I know after everything you just said, I still have him there, just because he provides some attacking prowess down the right.
Yeah, that's fair.
And you need an option down there and actually cross the ball.
Yeah.
If we need it.
Yeah.
And then down the middle, like Malik said, we got the 4 center midfielders. Everyone minus Arthur. Yeah. So you got Zakaria, Locatelli, Rabiot, and McKennie floating. And then up top, you got the Deuce and Dybala. So.
Wait, you said Arthur, Zakaria, Locatelli.
No, Arthur. Everyone but Arthur.
Okay.
So all of our midfielders but Arthur are in. So McKennie's playing the more advanced role. Locatelli playing with Rabiot and Zakaria, and then Dybala, Vlahovic up top. So Morata would be on the bench, and Kean as like super subs kind of things, but not really, obviously. But yeah, that provides balance at least because Deschilio's not going to bomb down the left. We know that. Yeah. Cuadrado will bomb down the right. Dybala will provide space down the right because he'll tuck into the middle more. So Cuadrado can go. McKennie can fill in that space as well going forward. And then Duson's obviously the target, the focal point. It has a bit more balance, but I still don't think Allegri's going to do what he wants at the end of the day. Who knows?
The 3-5-2 sounds fitting for a squad, I think. But he
also 3-5-2?
Yeah, but then again, Allegri did say something like the Ligt can't play in a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not playing 3-5-2. Maybe if he really needs to, like, but he's not doing that. Yeah. I think he's gonna stick with a 4-4-2, especially when Locatelli is not playing on Sunday because he's suspended.
Yeah. But is everyone healthy now, except for Chiesa?
Bonucci's not. Yeah, he's training, but not fully with the squad. But he will be healthy by Sunday.
He'll be ready for February 6th.
Yeah, I think, and Ramsey probably. Maybe he's never healthy.
Oh, who cares? He's not on the team anymore. He's not on the team anymore.
Excuse me?
Ramsey's not on the team anymore. I don't care.
No. Yeah, he's on the team, but he's not.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I have the last question for you guys. I think this is a pretty easy question, but who are the omissions from the Champions League and who are coming in?
You mean if we get top 4?
No, from the list this year. Like to play against Villarreal.
Yeah.
You know the players. Sorry.
Yeah, Pellegrini was omitted initially. I'd put him.
Oh, okay. No, you fall away from me. Okay. Well, Bentancur and Kulusevski are out, so everybody.
So Ramsey out.
Yeah.
Kulusevski out. Obviously Bentancur out. Then Vlahovic in. Pellegrini in.
Zakaria.
Zakaria in.
Yeah.
That's so much better, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
The team looks so much better just looking at it, you know.
It's
just for sure.
It's just they need to hit the ground running immediately. That's like it's on paper.
Yeah.
Like all the news, it sounds great, which is good. But now, on Monday when it's done, starting Tuesday, we need to focus on winning games again. Like it's all fun now. It's fun, happy days. But starting from Tuesday, it's done, and we need to win games now. A lot of games.
Yeah, and what's good about getting these players now in January is that they'd be proper settled in for next season.
Yeah.
Yep, that's also true. Hit the ground running, like you said, and they'll be 6 months into their season or to their Juventus life. Also, I guess if Nandez comes, he replaces Chiesa's spot on the Champions League list.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh yeah, Chiesa's also. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I forgot about that too.
Man. If you think about it, and I still think we would have got Vlahovic even if Chiesa was healthy.
Yeah, I agree.
But that would be so amazing.
I can't wait next season with Vlahovic and Chiesa.
Like the balls, Kulusevski, Vlahovic would get, because now it's Sandro crossing to him, which is
funny
once every blue moon. But yeah, let's see.
A lot of fun. Still have a day to go. The deals still have to be completed, obviously.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, I think you and Justin are doing something, maybe?
Probably, yeah. I need to check.
Yeah,
so something will happen, daily or live during the day. Something will happen.
I'm out tomorrow because I'm going to Canada, USA, the game. I'm going to tell McKennie, you better come back ready to go, scoring some goals.
Mm-hmm.
But don't score on us tomorrow. And I'll be back Monday. So did you ever find out if the transfer window ends at midnight for you or no?
I have no idea.
Oh.
I saw something. I saw your report. I read that, and then I saw something different. So
Okay.
I have actually no idea.
Okay. Well, Monday, regardless, we'll have a transfer deadline show.
Yeah.
That's obviously going to happen. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for all the breaking news on the Bianconerizon account on Twitter and Instagram, and obviously on YouTube. Follow the Twitter account also to check in on the giveaway, the Vlahovic giveaway, the jersey, and like and subscribe to the channel. Malik, it's been fun, buddy.
Thank you.
Nice to properly meet you.
Yeah,
He's one of our members, so if you want to join and have this opportunity, look into that. Ale, it's been a pleasure. Feel better?
Maybe. If you sign,
maybe.
If everything is official, maybe.
If everything goes through, you're going to be better, eh? That's your medicine.
For sure.
That's awesome. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in today. See you